Salutations, I am Marduk, and this is the Epic of Gilgamesh, tablet number 7. In our last tablet, our heroes Gilgamesh and Enkidu had returned to Uruk. The goddess Ishtar was proposing to Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh rebuffs her, saying that every man she's ever been with has ended up miserable. She does not take this well. She loses her mind and brings down a bowl of heaven to destroy Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh and Enkidu defeat the bowl of heaven, and Enkidu has a dream. This is the first time in this story that Enkidu has had the dream, and he begins to relate it to Gilgamesh, and thus we begin tablet number 7. My friend, why are the great gods in conference? In my dream, Anu, Enlil, and Shamash held a council, and Anu spoke to Enlil, because they killed the bowl of heaven, and have also slain Humbaba. One of them must die. Who pulled up the cedar of the mountain must die. And Enlil said, let Enkidu live, but Gilgamesh must not die. Bur, the sun god of heaven, replied to valiant Enlil, was it not at my command that they killed the bowl of heaven and Humbaba? Should now innocent Enkidu die? Then Enlil became angry at Shamash, saying, it is you who are responsible, because you travel daily with them as their friend. Enkidu was lying sick in front of Gilgamesh, his tears flowing like canals. Gilgamesh said, O brother, dear brother, why are they absolving me instead of my brother? Then Enkidu said, so now must I become a ghost and sit with the ghosts of the dead to see my dear brother nevermore. In the cedar forest where the great gods dwell, I did not kill the cedar. Enkidu addressed Gilgamesh, saying to Gilgamesh his friend, come, friend, the door. Enkidu raised his eyes and spoke to the door as if it were human. You stupid wooden door, with no ability to understand. Already at 10 leagues I selected the wood for you, until I saw the towering cedar. Your wood was without compare in my eyes. 72 cubits was your height, 14 cubits your width, 1 cubit your thickness. Your doorpost, your pivot stone, your post cap. I fashioned you, and I carried you to Nippur. Had I known, O door, that this would be your gratitude, and this your gratitude, I would have taken an axe and chopped you up and lashed your planks into its. I erected, and in Uruk they heard, but yet, O door, I fashioned you, and I carried you to Nippur. May a king who comes after me reject you. May the god, may he remove my name and set down his own name. He ripped out, he threw down. Gilgamesh kept listening to his words and retorted quickly. Gilgamesh listened to the words of Enkidu, his friend, and his tears flowed. Gilgamesh addressed Enkidu, saying, friend, the gods have given you a mind broad, and though it behooves you to be sensible, you keep uttering improper things. Why, my friend, does your mind utter improper things? The dream is important, but very frightening. Your lips are buzzing like flies. Though there is much fear, the dream is very important. To they living, the gods leave sorrow. To the living, the dream leaves pain. I will pray and beseech the great gods. I will seek and appeal to your God, Enlil, the father of the gods. Enlil, the counselor, you. I will fashion a statue of you of gold without measure. Do not worry, gold. What Enlil says is not. What he has said cannot go back, what he has laid down cannot go back, My friend of fate goes to mankind. Just as dawn began to glow, Enkidu raised his head and cried out to Shamash. At the first gleam of the sun, his tears poured forth. I appeal to you, O Shamash, on behalf of my precious life. Because of that notorious trapper who did not let me attain the same as my friend. May the trapper not get enough to feed himself. May his profit be slashed and his wages decrease. Maybe his share go before you. May he not enter, but go out of it like vapor.
And after he cursed the trapper to his satisfaction, his heart prompted him to curse the harlot Shamhat.
Come now, harlot, I am going to decree your fate, a fate that will never come to an end for eternity. I will curse you with a great curse. May my curses overwhelm you suddenly, in an instant. May you not be able to make a household, and not be able to love a child of your own. May you not dwell in of girls. May dregs of beer stain your beautiful lap. May a drunk soil your vestal robe with vomit. The beautiful, the potter, may you never acquire anything of bright alabaster. May the judge, may the shining silver, man's delight, not be cast into your house. May a gateway be where you rake your pleasure. May a crossroad be to your home. May a wasteland be your sleeping place. May the shadow of the city wall be your place to stand. May thorns and briars sting your feet. May both the drunk and the dry slap you on the cheek in your city streets. May owls nest in the cracks of your walls. May no parties take place where you are present. May your filthy lap be his. Because of me, while I blameless, you have gone against me.
When Shamash heard what his mouth had uttered, he suddenly called to him from the sky,
Enkidu, why are you cursing the harlot Shamhat? She who fed you bread fit for a god. She who gave you wine fit for a king. She who dressed you in grand garments. She who allowed you to make beautiful Gilgamesh your comrade. Now Gilgamesh is your beloved brother friend. He will have you lie on a grand couch. Will have you lie in a couch of honor. He will seat you in the seat of ease, the seat at his left, so that the princes of the world kiss your feet. He will have the people of Uruk go into mourning and moaning over you, will fill the happy people with woe over you, and after you he will let his body bear a filthy mat of hair, will don the skin of a lion and roam the wilderness. As soon as Enkidu heard the words of valiant Shamash, his agitated heart grew calm, and his anger abated. Enkidu spoke to the harlot, saying, Come, Shamhat, I will decree your fate for you. Let my mouth, which has cursed you now, turn to bless you. May governors and nobles love you. May he who is 1 league away bite his lip in anticipation of you. May he who is 2 leagues away shake out his locks in preparation. May the soldier not refuse you, but undo his buckle for you. May he give you rock crystal, lapis lazuli, and gold. May his gift to you be earrings of filigree. May his supplies be heaped up. May he bring you into the order of the gods. May the wife, the mother of 7 children, be abandoned because of you. Enkidu's innards were churning, lying there so alone. He spoke everything he felt, saying to his friend, Listen, my friend, to the dream I had last night. The heavens cried out and the earth replied, and I was standing between them. There appeared a man of dark visage. His face resembled the Anzu. His hands were the paws of a lion, his nails the talons of an eagle. He seized me by my hair and overpowered me. I struck him a blow, but he skipped about like a jump rope. And then he struck me and capsized me like a raft, and trampled on me like a wild bull. He encircled my whole body in a clamp. Help me, my friend, I cried. But you did not rescue me. You were afraid and did not. Then he turned me into a dove, so that my arms were feathered like a bird. Seizing me, he led me down into the house of darkness, to the dwelling of Irkala, to the house where those who enter do not come out, along the road of no return, to the house where those who dwell do without light, where dirt is their drink and their food is of clay, where like a bird they wear garments of feathers, and light cannot be seen, they dwell in the dark. Upon entering the door and bolt there lies dust, on entering the house of dust everywhere. I looked, there were royal crowns gathered in heaps. Everywhere I listened, it was the bearer of crowns, who in the past had ruled the land, but who now served Anu and Enlil cooked meats, served confections and poured cool water from water skins. In the house of dust that I entered, there sat the high priest and acolyte. There sat purification priest and ecstatic. There sat the anointed priests of the great gods. There sat Etana. There sat Sumukam. There sat Ereshkigal, the queen of the netherworld. Belet Seri, the scribe of the netherworld, knelt before her. She was holding her tablet and reading it out to her Ereshkigal. She raised her head when she saw me. Who has taken this man? Who went through every difficulty, remember me and forget not all that I went through with you. My friend has had a dream that bodes ill. The day he had a dream came to an end. Enkidu lies down. A first day, a second day, that Enkidu in his bed. A third day and a fourth day, that Enkidu in his bed. A fifth and a sixth and a seventh, that Enkidu in his bed. An eighth, a ninth, a tenth, that Enkidu in his bed. Enkidu's illness grew ever worse. Enkidu drew up from his bed and called out to Gilgamesh, "My friend hates me." While he talked with me in Uruk, as I was afraid of the battle, he encouraged me. My friend who saved me in the battle has now abandoned me. I and you. Note, 20 lines are missing now. At his noises Gilgamesh was roused. Like a dove he moaned, "May he not be held in death. O preeminent among men, to his friend, I will mourn him, I at his side." And thus ends tablet number 7, the death of Enkidu. And please continue listening, and we will move on into the next video to tablet number 8. Thanks for listening, and take care.